Hi guys, this is Denise Sideretta with Simply Love Soaps, and today we are going to be working on soap number 5 for the Noah's Ark Animal Sanctuary project that I'm working on. This soap is going to be for Quillber. Quillber is an African porcupine who was abandoned at a farming auction, but because of the anonymous donor, it's kind of hard to explain. What it was that he was abandoned at a farming auction, and because of an anonymous donor agreed to pay his ransom fee in 2005. He went to Noah's Ark, and he's been there, I think, since 2015. He was born in 2005, I believe. I'm not sure. I have to look at the information. I could be wrong altogether. I just know that he is an African porcupine. He was abandoned at a farming auction, and I believe it was 2015 when he came to Noah's Ark. Quillber is very outgoing. He's almost got like a goofy personality. He loves to nibble on fresh branches, and he loves to rearrange his habitat nightly. He loves to eat sweet potatoes, chewing on antlers, and beef broth or beef bones. And what that does is the antlers and the beef bones, they help keep his teeth from growing too long, I guess, and keep his teeth healthy, because their teeth grows pretty quickly. So what we're going to do is we are making for Quillber, this is going to be Snickerdoodle Latte. This is from Nature's Garden. This does have 5% vanillin. I'm expecting it to go to about a medium brown, so I'm going to help that along a little bit. The colors we are using is going to be dark chocolate mica from Be Scented, New Pennies mica from Be Scented, and we're going to be using my handy dandy titanium dioxide. If I can remember where I put it, I just set it down because I was shaking it up. It's been a couple of days since I've made soap, and I gotta figure out where I put that. I also have some brown sea salt and some sea salt that's been colored with the New Pennies as well. I'm going to, let me go grab that titanium dioxide real quick. Sorry about that. And we're going to be using titanium dioxide. I am putting a top on this cake. I'm not piping it. I'm just going to dollop it on. I know I normally don't do tops on my cakes, but I thought this one deserved it. And if you notice, I am trying out a new stick blender. I have two that I'm trying. This one is a KitchenAid stick blender. It's very nice and quiet. It's a little heavier than my regular stick blender. It does have high and low speeds. I do like the fact of how quiet it is. So let's start making some soap for Mr. Quillber. So this is my vegan recipe, and this is my lye solution. It only has sea salt in it. And let me get something to clean that up with because some splashed. Alrighty. Okay. I have kaolin clay and colloidal oats in this recipe. I'm just going to douse it up a little bit. Oops, guys, somebody's at the door. I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, sorry about that. Let's try to get this started again. I'm not sure exactly where I was before we got interrupted. So, but my oils have kaolin clay and colloidal oat in them. I'm not sure if I told you guys that or not. And my lye solution has just sea salt in it. I'm not sure if I like the way that cord is on that. Spatula. I have one other stick blender I'm trying. It's going to be, I call it the Epica or Epic, however y'all want to pronounce it. It's very nice. It's similar to one that Jen uses at A&N Suds and Such. And I think it's going to turn out pretty good. So let's pour about that much for the top. That much for some white. Well, maybe not quite that much. I just want a light swirl. And a little bit of a brown to contrast against the new penny. And then I'm going to add the fragrance oil into the main batter. And hopefully it will not bleed into the other colors. Okay, whoops. I think I need a larger spatula, Denise. So we are going to, let me grab something to scoop this with. Evidently my little spoon in here has broken. We're going to add new pennies to the main batch, maybe just a smidge more. Let's see how that looks. Let me grab a larger spatula. I'm just not with it today, I don't think, guys. Alrighty. want to stick blend too much because I'm not used to this. And mix in that color really good. Take those off. They're pinching me. Okay, I'm going to let that sit for a second. This smells really good. It does remind me of a snickerdoodle. Maybe I should have mixed the white first, do you think? I can't believe I did that. I mixed the color first. I guess I was wanting to make sure that was blended in good. I don't think that little bit will hurt it. That is going to be for the top. That is going to be for the inside. Oops. Gotta make sure that's on good. I do want this to get thick, so that way it'll be easy to scoop up on top. Alrighty. And then let's blend this a little bit. Very nice. It is hard to unscrew once you've got it latched on right. When I turned it, it felt like there was like 2 teeth to grip. So it was like turn and then turn again. I do like this. Let's stir this up a good little bit. Stir this one. And this one. Set that one to the side. Looks like the fragrance oil is playing pretty well. It's not really thickening up, which that's nice, especially with all the playing around I was doing with mixing those colors. So I'm going to start dropping in colors. I hope you guys can see this. hope y'all have had a good week. It's been a very busy couple of weeks for me. I really behind on watching everybody's videos, which I need to rectify that. And I've watched a couple here and there, but I usually try to stay up on everybody's videos. Get that back into the mold. Oops, wrong one, Denise. Trying to get all of this in the pot. Alrighty. Oops, I didn't put the brown. Trying to get ahead of myself. Just scrape and scrape. How cute is the name Quillber for a porcupine? I thought that was just too stinking cute. When I was trying to choose between the porcupines to do the soap on, I was just like, Quillber. That is such a cute name. Now he does have a habitat mate, which I believe is Thomas. They both came from, I believe, the same place, from the same auctioning farm or farming auction. I just was like, I really need to do this one for Quillber. I'm just going to scrape this down. I hope everybody made it okay through the storm. Florence, we pretty much got some winds from them. Nothing super duper crazy. I think Saturday we had just a little bit of rain. And then Sunday it was very breezy, but it wasn't, you know, crazy. So it did stay a bit east of us. But I know it just rained and rained and rained over the Carolinas. So my thoughts and prayers have been with you guys. But I hate to say it, I'm kind of glad that it did stay east to us, just simply because last several years we have just been hit with tornadoes and, you know, high winds, stuff like that. A couple of years ago we had quite a bit of damage to our home here in Warner Robins, and that's just not something you forget. So my thoughts and prayers were with you guys, and let's do a, let me move that out of the way. Let's do a chopstick swirl. I'm going to pound this down. Okay, we're going to do a chopstick swirl. Then go back around. We're really not going to do too much to the top. outside of what I'm going to do with this white that I'm going to dollop on. I hope it's ready. We're about to find out. Just trying to clean up those sides a little bit. Okay. Just a little more shaken down. And this top is about ready. Oops. Might help if I can hold on to it. We're just going to start dolloping it on. I was thinking I might add a little bit of a mica drizzle to these. Like maybe some gold mica drizzle. What you guys think? I'm not wanting it perfect, but I do want to have somewhat of an even consistency somewhat, or as even as you can get when dolloping, I guess. That thickened up nicely. Very nice. It's almost like some whipped cream. All right, let me grab a little cup and grab some gold mica, and we're going to add, should I do some gold and some maybe chocolate brown, or just gold? Probably just gold since I've got these salts. Let me go grab that real quick. And I need a pipette. And a little bit, oops, of rice bran oil. All I'm doing is mixing some of the gold dust into some oil. Let's add some drops here and there. set that to the side. I'll be able to use that later. Just do a little swirl, swirly kind of doodle. There we go. Just a little something, something. All right, now for these salts, I've got to take my gloves off. They are just some sea salts that have been sprinkled with or mixed with some mica. This is the new pennies. Make it look a little bit like cinnamon. Okay. And then we are going to do some chocolate. And there we go. I know this video was a little wonky, but hopefully everything turns out okay and the video is okay as well. So we're just spraying it down with alcohol to help prevent soda ash. And guys, please stay tuned for the cut of this soap, and I have about 5 other soaps to make today. So thank you for watching, and God bless. Good morning, everyone. This is Denise with Simply Love Soaps, and we are cutting Quillber. Quillber is the porcupine that I was telling you guys about, and the fragrance oil for this soap is Snickerdoodle Latte. And I had this soap pictured in my mind the moment I smelled the fragrance oil. And as y'all know, I don't do many decorative tops as far as high tops or that kind of thing, just simply because I'm really not that great at it. I plan on having my aunt come and teach me how to do piping, because what little I do, but I don't think it's great. But this soap actually turned out the way I wanted to. I don't think it's going to discolor anymore. I think this is going to be the actual color that it's going to be. I used the new pennies by Be Scented to color the base because I did know that it was going to turn to a medium brown, and I wanted to kind of push that along. I'm turning it on its side because there are sea salt crystals on top that have been colored in mica. And this soap just smells so good. Oh my gosh. We are going to cut this end piece off for a sample. Smells so good. I'm pleased with the way this turned out. Quite pleased. It did turn out the way that I envisioned in my head. It is a smidge darker than what I thought, but how great is that? And it smells so good. This soap on the Noah's Ark Santa workshop will be known as Quillber, and the few that I'm keeping for my shop will be known as Snickerdoodle Latte. And guys, I have the sniffles, so please excuse any sniffling sounds you hear. So far I've had no drag marks on the soap. So look how nice and wispy that is. Very nice. Just kind of reminds me of whipped cream being swirled in something. It reminds me a little more of a milky hot chocolate. But I do like a lot of cream or milk in my coffees or in my lattes. So I can see this color being a latte color. Love it. I'm very, very pleased how this turned out. I have 2 more soaps this morning, and I'm hoping on the one that I have to cut, I'm hoping that the drop swirls that I attempted and it turned out great. I feel positive about it. Just from yesterday when I created it, or the day before, not yesterday, because these are about 36 hours old. But I'm very pleased with this one, and I'm hoping I finally got a drop swirl done that I like. I do a lot of chopstick swirls or spoon swirls or in the pot swirls simply because I'm really not that good at a drop swirl. But practice makes perfect, so hopefully I can get this right. Y'all excuse my sniffles. Smells so good. It reminds me of the abuelita hot chocolate that we do. Our hot chocolate that we do, we take the abuelita's block chocolate and we melt it in milk and we add cinnamon to it, and you can dollop whipped cream on it and all that, but the best part of the abuelita's hot chocolate is the cinnamon in it. Yeah, the chocolate and the cinnamon and the milk, and it's just a nice creamy hot chocolate. And we take and cook it on the stove. It's one of the things that we do every Christmas. We celebrate Christmas at midnight on Christmas Eve, Christmas morning, and we have hot cocoa and we open presents and have the birth of Jesus story and all of that. It's just a nice little tradition. We drive around before midnight and look at lights. Just a nice little, I mean, it's not much that we do. It's just a nice little, I guess, tradition that we do. Alright guys, these are going to be my samples. And this one as well. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And guys, please check out Noah's Ark Animal Sanctuary down below. I have the link provided, and I will also be providing a video soon on how you can purchase these soaps if you decide you would like to donate to the Noah's Ark Animal Sanctuary. So thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and God bless.